Hey everyone, Joe Wolking with Soul of Man Music here. I'm sure you guys will wonder what I'm doing, and that's a real legit question. We're here in my garage, and I am practicing a little bit of flash pan control with my Daniel Boone flintlock rifle from Pedersoli, which is their Frontier model, the .45 caliber. The exact caliber that Daniel Boone's primary rifle was. I'm going to go into the loading procedure on a flintlock. We're only shooting just a little bit of black powder and patches. We're not shooting any projectiles, obviously. So what we're going to do here is we have our GoX Double F black powder, and we have the cap. Now, you never load directly from your container. I don't care whether it's a powder container, a flask, a horn, you never do that. It is dangerous. The reason being is if the powder going into the barrel hits the spark, it'll go back up and create a chain reaction that will set off the powder in your hand, whether it's in a container, a horn, or a flask, and it turns out into a hand grenade. You can lose your life or your hand pretty quick. So what you always want to do is measure out your powder, and I roughly know this is about 35 grains of powder. And I'm just going to use the cap, I'm going to balance it. I'm going to pour this powder down the bore of this .45 caliber rifle. Perfect. Put a little bit of extra powder in there. Take just a standard cleaning patch. Lay that on top. And you could use either a short starter. I just use the tip of my index finger, maybe even my pinky, to get it going. Pull your ramrod, which has a cleaning jag, .45 cal cleaning jag on it, and ram it down the bore. Now, what can happen when you're using your black powder, and this actually is an example of a patch that needs to be cleaned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remeasure my powder, and I'm going to pour that powder down the bore. Remember, never load directly from your powder horn, or container, or flask, or anything. Always load from a powder measure. Measuring your powder, roughly 25 grains. Take your patch and your ramrod, ram it down. Now, where we are, we're in the final stage of the loading process. So now I have my cock, my flint, my flash pan, and my frism, and my flash hole. Just enough powder left in here to see if it'll set off. I'm going to pour just a touch powder into my cap. You get a little closer, you can see the whole process. You just want to pour that evenly into your frism. That should be perfect. So now, I always make sure that I've got my powder away from me, or a container that's closed up. There's no loose powder laying around. Black powder is pretty volatile stuff. You want to be real careful with it. Close your frism. If you're using a rifle that has set triggers, be extremely careful, because once you pull the cock back to full cock, your rifle is got a hair trigger, especially once you set that trigger, and the lightest touch will make it discharge. So I'm going to pull back my cock. I'm going to take careful aim. I am in full cock position. Trigger's set. And I'm going to fire my blank round. Gently blow down the bore of your rifle. Stand that up into the corner there. And then we're going to go into cleaning it, and I'll show you real quickly what my cleaning process is. So thanks for watching.